That's work. Oh, when I finish this, I'm gonna take a break. And I'll show you the other side that I've already tilled. Then I'm gonna get out my little thatcher rake, what I use the harrow flattened out on the lawnmower, and we'll do that. Phew, it's getting hot out here. Well, my goodness, there we go. That is the pea patch. I gotta take a break, then we'll flatten it. If y'all hear noise in the background, it's my whatever they are neighbors over there. The loudest people I've ever seen. All right, I got one row in between the raised beds tilled. We'll flatten that also. And this is the green bean patch. It'll be over here. Or maybe a different kind of pea. Maybe some zipper creams over here. I might put the green beans over there with the peas. Don't want them too close to pollinate. Cross-pollinate. All the raised beds still have to be cleaned out, but we can do that a little at a time. It's more important we get this done first. So there we go. It's break time, and we'll see the next step in a few minutes. Well. Typical afternoon. It's raining. Oh, we got to hold off a little bit, but I'll be back. Well, it is the next day. By the time my break was over with yesterday, it come up a rain, and I mean to tell you, a rain. Thought I'd go inside and rest a few minutes and sit down and put my feet up, and you know what happened then. So anyway, had a bad storm come through last night. Tornado went through the middle of town and tore up some stuff, but passed about a mile and north of us here. We heard it go by, but everything's okay. Back out this morning. Now I'm dragging it flat. I have my little aerator hooked up with some weight on it. and a little drag set up with a little bit of weight on it. We're just going to drag everything off smooth and get ready to get the planting done. Now I got to change the battery here in a minute. I'm going to crank her up and show you what I'm doing right quick. And maybe I won't run over the tripod. Was not supposed to rain today, but it is starting to rain. I'm going to put the camera away and I'm going to keep going until it just can't go no more. Well, there we go. Everything dragged flat. Now I'll get ready to plant here in a little bit. Let's see the other side over here. I have been gifted a Earthway planter, push planter. I've used a few before, but I've never had one. So now I got one. That'll make it much easier. There's that row there. Still not decided what I'm going to put in there, but just one single row. I have decided over here is going to be green beans, snap beans, here and here. And I still hadn't got to the raised beds, so I'm going to plant everything and then we'll get to those. That is evidence, where'd it go, of my squirrels. I got 2 or 3 squirrels running around out here. If they get into too much, they might just be breakfast and lunch. All right, that's it for now. I will show you some planting and all that a little bit later. The rain, I guess it's not going to rain anymore, which is good. I don't need it right this minute. All right, very quickly, let's go over what we're going to plant. Now everything's ready. I got the planter all cleaned up, ready to go. Now for the raised beds, now these all be planted by hand. Carrots, squash, yellow crooknecks, that's what we like. Georgia collards, and you can see they're not that expensive. They're more than they used to be. But cucumbers, these are radishes, actually from the dollar store. I've planted these before, and it's good seed. American Seed Company, pack 4 this year. And I planted old seeds and they work too. 2 for $1. And normally I let the kids, the grandkids, plant these because they grow fast and they can see results fast. So that's what we're planting by hand. And I have 3 pounds of onion sets, which have got to be planted today because some of them are starting to rot. And those will go in the raised bed. Now for the planter, our favorite peas around here, pink eye purple hull. $3.99, that's a pound. That's not bad in my opinion. Now the last time I planted a Mississippi pink eye, a Mississippi purple hull or something that I got somewhere, and absolute junk. Did not work. Got about a 5-gallon bucket off the pea patch. So I went back to what I know. I buy these at the local feed and seed store, which I've shopped there for at least 10 years that they've been there, and before that it was a grocery store and we shopped there. And good seed, very good seed always. Pardon me. Now green beans, I planted some off the walls the last time also from somewhere, and I don't remember where it was even from, but they didn't grow. These are Contender bush beans from the same feed store. Now these are last year's seed, so they only charged me $1 for a pound, which is not bad at all. Excuse me. And I think they should do just fine. Contenders for me do much better than the Blue Lake. And personally, I like the yellow wax beans, but Mama don't like those, so we're gonna plant those. Now my buddy Greg brought me some of these. These are zipper creams. I love a zipper cream pea. To me, they taste as good, if not better, than the purple hull. Mama don't care a lot for them, so we're gonna plant us some. We're gonna have separate pea patches. So anyway, I'm gonna plant a few and give him the rest of these back. He planted his yesterday or the day before. Now he's got a bigger garden than mine, but I think most gardeners are familiar with the Hoss brand tools and seed. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. These are treated seed, so they won't be buggy. That's why he gave me his old Earthway planter, because he upgraded to a Hoss planter, which a friend of mine has one of those we used years ago. I'll try to find that video and show you. But good stuff. Now they ain't gonna let me use some of these. These are lady cream peas. Now I've never planted these, never grown them, but I'm quite sure they're good. They're not a big pea, they're a small pea when you plant them. They're bigger than that when they oh no, I dropped one. You gotta have every one of them we need. Gotta have those. But I'm just gonna plant a row of these. I think maybe 1 row, maybe 2, just to try them, because I've never tried them. And that's pretty much it, besides tomatoes. And we will I don't have any tomato plants yet. I'll go get some in the next few days, because I didn't start any this year. But I think we're gonna plant those up by the house. We got some really good spots up there, and we'll plant those up there, and maybe in our peppers, bell peppers. I might plant one hot pepper plant this year. I don't grow many hot peppers anymore because I can't eat the hot stuff. A little bit now and again, but that's it. So enough talking. Let's start with the bush beans. The bean plate is already in the seeder in the planter, so we're going to go out there and get started. All right, if you've never seen one of these, we're going to take the seed. We're going to start with our beans, like I mentioned. Pour them in this hopper right here. And we're going to plant all of these. So move up to where we want to start. And there is still some weeds and stuff in here, but that's okay. I'll set it right there. And let's see, I'll show you how this thing works. If you hear chainsaw noise in the background, that's my neighbor across the street over there, my new neighbors, trimming up some trees. So I think we can get 2 rows right here. Might get 3 rows. All right, that's 6 rows. Now I have to take my rake and go back over. There's a few of them didn't cover good, but that's okay. Now everything else, peas and all, be done the same way. Now I plant them thick and close together, and if we need to thin them later, we will. Pink eye purple hull pea. And if you let go of the planter, everything will fall out. Oh well. Excuse me, drying off the lens. Pea patch is planted. Pink eye purple hulls, zipper creams, and the lady zipper creams. Just testing out the sprinkler, make sure everything's still working right. And a little issue with that one, going too far off that way, but that's okay, no big deal. Phew, the rain clouds went away, the sun is out. That means it is time to take a break. Then I'll get back over on the raised beds and get them onions done. That's got to be done today. Now, while we're checking sprinklers, green bean patch, there we go. It's lucky everything's still working this year. So. Alrighty, the day's almost over. Let's recap what we've done. We have 4 rows of pink eye purple hull peas, 3 rows of zipper creams, maybe 4 rows, I forgot, and 2 or 3 rows of lady zipper creams, which is a smaller pea. All planted, ready to go. Let's walk over here. I don't mind telling y'all I'm wore out, and there's plenty more to do, but nothing here yet. Still not decided on this. I had to retreat these beds here for ants, so I didn't bother with those. This one here, there's probably 250, maybe 300 onion sets. And these will be green onions for the most part, because I like me some green onions. And that took the longest to get all those planted, because the bag I had, a lot of them were rotted, wasn't any good, so I just threw them off to the side. But 3 rows of green beans, 3 rows of green beans. Now the wind is up a lot. That front that came through last night, that storm front, always always wind behind it, at least 3 days of wind. So what I want to do, I'm going to turn this sprinkler on here and maybe dampen this. The wind delay later on tonight, but I will be asleep, so maybe it'll dampen it. I just want to dampen it. I don't want to really let's see, that's not going to reach there, so let's turn these on. See what we got. There we go. The wind's gonna blow up much of it, but yeah, it's reaching over here. So I'm damping it down for about an hour or so before I go in, and early in the morning I'll turn that on to dampen it. I really wish I'd have got it planted before the rain last night, but there wasn't no way. I just couldn't do it. But and I'm quite sure it'll rain again this week, so it'll be fine. So there we go. There is the beginnings of the garden. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 more raised beds to get cleaned out and planted once these ants are gone, because you do not fool with fire ants in the south. They will hurt you. Cucumbers will go in this one, and I'm not sure which will go in the other ones, but everything else will go in there. Squash, collards, that kind of thing. So thank y'all very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Questions, comments are always welcome, and I will see y'all in a couple of days. I got to make some knives this week too, after I do this, after I cut the grass, after I go catch me a fish. Busy, busy, busy.